EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk, and our focus is on Alphamate Facilities Limited, a member of the Alphamate Group, one of the fastest growing integrated real estate group of companies in Africa. On Spot On, we shall bring you a delectable, ingenious, and hardworking industry operator, Nikki Bopola, who is Director, Sales West Africa of WIOC, Africa's hyperscale infrastructure. And on the face-to-face, we shall continue with our special expose on the Sana Group, a diversified construction conglomerate, in a close-up with Dr. Allah Al-Gadban, a visionary, audacious, and resourceful industry captain who is the chairman of the group. It's a package you'll love to watch. Sit back as we bring you the details. Research reports have shown that any country that desires capacity and quality to enhance productivity for economic growth and development must give adequate attention to human capital. Honorable Collins Ugu Waboeze is Manager, Freight and Forwarding, King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited.
The smart investment is first, you need to understand what King Shipping is into. Because if you don't get what we are into, you will not understand other aspects of our business. First, we are into agenting the whole ship. Most times when we are running agency for a particular ship, maybe a vessel or a tanker, a motor tanker, we follow that ship up to make sure that not just that you are being cleared as a vessel, but to make sure that every single cargo that vessel is carrying is being cleared too. We run chandling services, that means that ship supply. We supply that ship bunker, we supply you provision, we supply anything that ship is being needed. And these things runs in millions of dollars. Currently, we are having 11 ships that we are running the both agency and chandling at the same time. So these things requires money to do. We have lots of importers that want to import, but after they have finished buying the product, they don't have money again to pay for custom duty and to pay for other agencies. So they are broke. This is we tend to provide financial support base to them. We use our money to clear for them. And in situations whereby these things are outweighing us, we open an investment, a smart investment portal, whereby people that don't know anything about the maritime industry can invest with us. So at the end of the month, we sieve out this is what is due for you. And it comes every month. Why we use the money that they invest purely for shipping activities, such as the ship agency, the chandling services, clearing and helping people with their clearance and freight forwarding.
Olabimpe Fashuyi is the Chief Executive Officer of Conviola Nigeria Limited.
ICT can be fully utilized whereby the world is evolving now with use of technology. Everybody is working from most developed countries to work from home now. So with that, if we teach our children and the youth on how to use the computer and how to use the importance of using internet, of using information technology, it will help the country as well. You get an office, you want to build out, or we pay rent, everything. But if you, with the use of ICT, you can work from home. Like my own son, he's in the UK, he works from home. So with that one, and it does really help the company as well. Even with the COVID as well, it led a lot of people to know that working from home is even better than going to the office as well. It's not really centralized to ICT. It's just the basic use of card, like your ATM, your bank card that you use as well. With that one, once you load your card, with bank one, you just take it. But this one is just touch and go. It's a smart card. You touch and go. So it's not basically on ICT. Anybody can use it, whatever our system is being used. So it's not limited to.
Welcome to the new revolution in payment systems, the Conviola technology.
Paying cash for your fuel at filling stations will now become a thing of the past. With the recent government drive towards a cashless society, How does the Conviola fuel card payment system work? 1. Each participating filling station will be equipped with our modern technology POS systems, which processes fuel payments and connects directly with their bank accounts.
2. Customers obtain a Conviola fuel payment card, standard or executive, from our national outlets, banks, filling station, employers, street vendors, and other locations. These cards are used at the stations to pay for fuel already purchased.
3. Customers can load more credit on the Conviola fuel payment card by purchasing the Conviola top-up cards available in various denominations from the same outlets. They can also top up their cards using our website, www.conviola.com.
There are benefits for everyone. Filling stations carry less cash on site and will no longer be a destination for robbery attacks. Customers also carry less cash, budget better by using petrol funds for petrol. Furthermore, gifts can be exchanged by sending fuel credits to friends and family.
What more? Happy days, eh? Join the revolution today. For further information, ask our national reps or visit our website on www.conviola.com. Conviola, supporting the e-payments revolution.
This is an amazing job opening. Media, television marketing, a university or polytechnic degree in marketing or mass communication, XNYC, good looks, good spoken English, marketing experience, between 22 and 40 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall or more, 250,000 naira per month, a car and a driver. If the cap fits, then send your CV to eombusinessnk@yahoo.com. Wale Olufore is the managing director of Alphamid Facilities, a member of the Alphamid Group.
We are, because, the fact that we are a local Nigerian company and we work in Ghana, we work in Kenya, we work in Rwanda, we work in Uganda, we work in Tanzania, we are in South Africa, we are in Cameroon, we are in Cote d'Ivoire, we are in Senegal. It speaks volume about achieving the vision, He said a journey of 1,000 years starts with one step. So we've taken that bold step. We are partnering with global players who now take us out of Nigeria to come and serve them elsewhere in Africa because they cannot be there. We are more local to the African context. So we are able to talk to these partners. They've evaluated us and they like everything about us. So we can actually represent them. Because a lot of them want to come to Africa because the multinationals they work for are in Africa. But then, for some reason, they are unable to. Some of them, their home country government have said, you cannot go to this particular country, like the Sudan, the Ethiopia. But we are there representing those brands, and we are there as Alphamid. It's all about total facility management, integrated facility management, on-site, and the consultancy. And we offer training as well. As a matter of fact, we are the only facility management company that has been designated as a training affiliate to IFMA, International Facility Management in the US. So what it means is facility managers who are aspiring to become professionals can actually come to us. We have the Alphamid Training Center here and take their training and write their exams and qualified as facility management professionals. We are a center representing IFMA, the IFMA Nigerian chapter that is doing that. We have now broken down our services in such a way that we are able to appeal to any owner of real estate or any occupant of real estate who requires any service at all. Gone are those days when if it is not a full package FM, you don't take it. But we have come to understand the dynamics of our market. People have different capacities when it comes to financial disposition to how much you want to expend on maintenance. Whilst the corporate entities will say, yes, I want to let out facility management, because facility management is actually wide. It's a multidisciplinary, multifaceted kind of service, from soft services to hard services. And you have specialist type services that extra low voltage systems, access control, CCTV and all that is different from the mechanical and the other electricals, and it's different from cleaning or, janitorial services, security guards and all that, concierge services where you have help desking, so many things, catering is there. So we do all of these things for big corporates who want to warehouse all their worries in terms of managing their infrastructure, just warehouse it with one professional facility management company. Regardless, we are working for some big companies who have MOU signed with their local communities. And then we train those people to be able to deliver in line with global best practice. So in a nutshell, we appeal to everyone who owns a piece of real estate or who inhabits and lives or works in a piece of real estate, because those buildings require ongoing service to make them comfortable and habitable for productive work. And we work across every industry, from manufacturing to banking and finance to oil and gas to telecoms. We are there.
King Shipping Trading Maritime Services Limited is a global maritime services provider with 11 physical branches all over West Africa. We provide services to ship owners and our customers in West Africa. Our head office is at number 27 Corporate Road, Apapa, Lagos. Our services are ship chandling, shipping agencies, husbandry services, underwater supply, bunker services, diesel supplies, and logistics. We're also members of the following organizations: IMPA, NIMASA, WCA, JC Trends, ISSA, Lloyd's Register, ISO, ShipServe, and IMO.
I'm an actor, producer, I'm a comedian, MC, voiceover artist, you name it, anything under entertainment. And I'm here to just bring you one good news. What's the good news? It's a reality show. It's called Challenge to Win. Are you an actor? Okay. Can you act? Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you rap? Do you do magic? Can you do anything out of the ordinary? Hey, if you can do any of those, I have good news for you. Just be part of Challenge to Win. How do you participate? Just log on to www.challengetowin.com. and you get all the juicy details on the website.
Nikki Kukbola is the beautiful, ingenious, and hardworking Director Sales, West Africa, WIOC, Africa's hyperscale infrastructure.
To give you a clear picture about WIOC Nigeria, I think I need to take you back to how WIOC first started. WIOC first began about 14 years ago. It was formed as an SPV, special purpose vehicle, for the Easy Cable System, which ran along the east coast of Africa, from Djibouti down to South Africa. That was how the company first started. The aim then was to commercialize the Easy Cable System. But since then it has evolved, and WIOC now provides connectivity all across sub-Saharan Africa. A lot of the time we work with partners, shareholders across the continent, delivering connectivity across Africa. That's what we do today. But WIOC Nigeria itself started 6 years ago. I joined the company then, and my aim was to come in and develop West Africa. And naturally we started with Nigeria, and we've built it to what it is today. We're able to deliver services in Lagos and Abuja. End of November, we'll be delivering services all across Nigeria, all across the major cities, in partnership with Phase 3. And we're also working with a company called Western Telecom in Lagos. One thing I'd like to emphasize about WIOC is we believe we can't do it all alone. Where we see partnerships, partners that can add value to our services, we will take advantage of that. We like to work with partners. We won't go ahead and re-engineer what's already present. If there's a way we can optimize what's present, we will do that. So we work with partners all across the globe, delivering our services to ensure the greatest resilience. I would say 99.9% of the customers we deal with buy internet access from us. We have IP pops in country, and people buy IP, and so many people now are reliant on the internet, and we have to make sure that what we're delivering to the providers is of the highest quality. We have to make sure the resilience is low, the availability is excellent. So yeah, I would say that's what we generally provide. Of course, we provide international services as well. We have operators that require services in other parts of the world. So we're able to deliver that through our network and working with various partners. But we also have numerous international clients that require services into Africa, specifically Nigeria. So we deliver hundreds of gigs of capacity on the cable systems into Nigeria. Our vision is to make a long and enduring contribution to Africa's communication. There is no end to it. It is a continuous process. We're working towards that, and we'll continue working towards it. Our mission is to be Africa's leading carrier's carrier. You may recall I mentioned earlier we only operate in the wholesale space. We don't deal in retail at all. We're a wholesaler, and we deliver services to other carriers. And I always tell the carriers we work with that our success is determined by theirs. If they don't do well, we won't do well. So I need to make sure we're delivering services of the highest quality to them to ensure their business can succeed, and in turn, our business will succeed. We're doing our best to make them more affordable. Obviously, we have a lot of costs, but as I keep going back to the fact that we're a wholesaler, as a wholesaler, we operate on very, very low margins. Some people find that hard to believe when they see the pricing, but I can assure you our margins are extremely low. What we hope is that with the huge volume, we'll be able to derive some value there. So we work on very low margins in our business. So it is getting more affordable. I can tell you there's been a huge change in pricing of capacity. I can recall back in 2001 when I sold the very first cable capacity to Nitel, because Nitel invested in the Sat3 cable system, and the company I was in at the time also did the same, and it worked on a half circuit basis. Nitel were paying $250,000 for a half circuit STM1, and STM1 is 150 megabits. I mean, people find that shocking, and this was back in 2001, so that's what, 21 years ago. Today, an STM1, depending on where you buy it on the continent, I would say would range anything between, you'll be lucky if you get $2,000 for an STM1, and this is full circuit.
My name is Ayotunde Koka. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Open Access Data Center. OADC is a range of carrier-neutral data centers and expanding across Africa. So at Open Access Data Centers, we're building a range of data centers across Africa, from the hyperscale level through the medium-scale data centers. The exciting bit is over 20 edge data centers that we have in place right now. Something we take very seriously is sustainability in what we do. We do know that we have to be innovative in bringing in sustainable solutions. Our goal for when we can achieve carbon neutrality and the innovations that we need to bring in to do that, but we will play a leadership role with respect to the agenda for broader sustainable digital infrastructure across Africa. And we're bringing in some pretty exciting innovations into running these locations with IoT. We are actually very actively looking at our connectivity digital infrastructure solutions that meet the edge here at hyperscale for interconnected data centers to drive through different points of consumptions across the continent.
This is Alphamid Facilities Limited, a member of the Alphamid Group. Strategic Facilities Management, on-site facilities management, outsourcing business solution, training services, and more. Alphamid Facilities Limited. Call us now. In a strategic move to explore opportunities and connect with new markets, the Sana Group of companies has for several years been participating at the globally acclaimed The Big Five Construction Exhibition around the world. Dr. Allah Al-Gadban, a visionary, audacious and resourceful industry captain, is the chairman of the group.
I have been attending Big Five exhibition around the world, especially in Dubai. It used to be held in Dubai, in Kenya, in South Africa from time to time, and I have been attending to the exhibition. So when they decided to come to Nigeria, I was very glad that it's coming here. And I know the benefit of such exhibition. It brings people together from the construction field. If it is, Big Five is only for construction usually. So it put the end user, the contractors, the suppliers, the raw material suppliers, the machine manufacturers, everybody under one umbrella. And that's why we participate in.
The Big Five Construction Exhibition was recently held in Nigeria with frontline construction companies participating.
The attendance this year was quite above our expectation. Comparing with the place they hired, it was so busy 3 days, and I wish next time maybe they extended more. There was a good attendance.
As a market leader, the Sana Group did not just participate at the exhibition in Nigeria. In fact, it was the major sponsor.
Why we sponsor it? Because we are a market leaders. Like it or not, you have to be responsible to the market you are in. Sana Group has been known as a market leader in the construction field, as we are active in the steel structure business, in the concrete business, in the block manufacturing, in the construction chemicals. So like it or not, we have to behave as a leader, and we have to be the major sponsor.
Expectedly, the group presented world-class products and new technologies at the exhibition.
We showed two products. One is the block, Sana blocks, and that's actually have been quite in the Nigerian market and will recognized and appreciated by the market, since we present higher quality than the normal quality done in the road. And the most beautiful product we have presented this year is our pre-engineered buildings steel system, which is Sana Building Systems. Usually, typical building, when you are talking about say a construction building, either you are talking about high-rise building or 3-4 story building or factories. All the buildings can have two options, either to do it with concrete or to do it with steel. There's an advantage and disadvantage for both options. And Nigeria, usually the concrete has been the preferred option for a simple reason that the other options are not known or are not approached or are not available locally. While if you look to the fact that the other options are better options for the investor or for the contractor, then when you present the two options to the people, most likely they will go with steel structural building against concrete. I will give you just a few counts or comparison between concrete and steel building. In the concrete building, the cycle of construction is long. You know that you have to cast a concrete slab, wait for a curing time, then cast the next concrete slab. In the steel, you have nothing like this. The quality of the concrete is a site quality. So you are mixing the concrete at site and you need to check the quality after applying. In the steel building, we are manufacturing the steel structure in our factory, testing everything before delivering to site. The steel structure is manufactured in the factory and shipped. That means it's not affected by the rain or by the weather, while the concrete is always a slave to the weather. You have a rain, you cannot cast the concrete. You have heavy rain, you cannot even do your formwork or doing your steel. And again, the quality of the concrete might be affected during the rain. What you are proposing when you are doing a steel structure building, talking about multi-story building or office building like bank offices, government offices, car parks, all this can be done by steel. Everything is manufactured in the factory, assembled. The roof will be fixed first, and you are working during the rain season under a covered shed. So safety is higher because everything has been erected and people are not moving on unstable wooden floor. Quality has been achieved because everything is checked in the factory, and the time is much, much faster. You are going to erect a 4-story building, steel structure, then casting the 4th story can go into 3-4 days. You don't have a curing time, you don't have a waiting time for the concrete, because our decking sheet is also metal. So you build the skeleton, then you start casting the concrete. And this has a big advantage for any contractor or any investor.
What are the benefits of participating at the exhibition?
As I told you, the goal of the event first to showcase what we are doing in Nigeria, to approach our customers in Nigeria, and that has been achieved. A lot of customers, a lot of consultants, some of them, they are aware of our product, but they are not aware that we are here. They are aware of PEB, but they are not aware somebody is doing this in Nigeria. So we create that awareness in the exhibition. That's from the client side. From the supplier side, we meet with a lot of suppliers. Some are from Russia, from China, from India, who are providing the raw materials and who are looking for users for their raw materials in Nigeria. So also we meet those guys. We met also some machinery production people, and also we were aware of what is new in the market outside and what's new in the market in Nigeria. Some products we are not aware also it's available in Nigeria and can support our business. So the exhibitions are always the right place to go when you want to develop your business and to showcase what you are doing in the country.
What are the expectations from the Big 5 construction exhibition in the years ahead?
We want to go bigger next time. We want to make we took the responsibility as a building system, and we started promoting the event 20 days before the event. We start to make our post on the LinkedIn, on the WhatsApp, on the Facebook, everywhere for people to attend, and I think the result was nice. So next year we expect more attendance to this event. We want also the organizers to go bigger next time.
So for maintenance, I think we just try to be ahead. Don't wait for it.
For anyone who are coming to our offices, you see that we are mostly millennials.
Subsequently, maybe from next year, we are planning to go do it in a more bigger way.
And this is where we bring down the curtains on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.